Hey!
Hey.
Hi, mean girls. How are you?
Hi. So, why are you so sad? What happened?
You know what, mean girls? I broke up with him. I just can't. You know what? I even brought him a Balenciaga shoes for his birthday. And I just can't. Pinagpalit ako sa mas malapit. And my heart is breaky. And I just wanna cry lang.
Hey, stop crying. Don't waste your tears on him. There are so many fish in the sea. Like, right, Kay?
Yes, girl, doesn't deserve you. There's plenty of other guys there. Don't you think, Gabe?
Yeah, he is not worth it. Alexa, what do you think she should do?
Yes, girls. You know what, mean girls? We are mean girls, and we need to distress this. And no, we all know that boys will be boys. So let's now. I have a good news for you. Our favorite series, Miracle Life by Victor, is finally
Oh
come
my
out the
god!
season 2. I'm so
Finally!
excited to watch this together
That's
with
good
you
news.
guys. Let's watch.
Sure.
Oh.
Hey, honey, I have a surprise for you. I'm pregnant. We'll be having our first child. The pregnancy test came out positive.
Really, honey? I'm so happy for the blessing.
Thank you, honey, but I'm a bit nervous at the same time.
Don't get too nervous. I will help you to go through this.
Thanks, honey. Wait, I'll call my friend first, Yana, to ask for some advice, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, honey. I'll call Yana and ask for some advice. Let me just call her.
Okay.
Hello, Yana. How are you and your family? Hi, Chi. We are having fun with our child. How are you? I'm so happy because we're going to have our first child.
Wow, let me call my husband. Wait. Honey, come here.
Okay, Han. Yes, Han. What is it?
She and Vince are having their baby.
Wow, congratulations, T and Vince.
Thank you, Yana and Rodney.
The reason why I called because I need some advice and help for the OP. Would you recommend us some?
Thank you for asking me. I know the feeling and I understand your situation. So after my husband and I, we're expecting our first child, what I did was I changed my lifestyle habits. And every day I took folic acid supplements. And I also ate healthy diet. And the important thing is I always consult to my OB doctor, Dr. Haneron. I will refer you to him. He's very kind and hands-on to all of his patients.
Thank you, Yana. I will take note of everything. And thank you for referring as a good OB.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. I hope you have a successful delivery of your first baby.
Thank you, Yana.
Bye.
Hello. Today, we are going to talk about the male reproductive system and different specific purpose. Human male reproductive system is made up of different organs like testes, scrotum, vas deferens, seminal vesicle, prostate gland, the penis, and the urethra. Human male reproductive system has two main functions. One, to produce the male reproductive cells, hormones, and accessory materials. Two, to deposit them in the female reproductive system. Now let's see which part of the male reproductive system produces germ cells. The formation of the germ cell or the sperm takes place in the testes. They are present outside the abdominal cavity in a sac-like structure called the scrotum. If the testis has important organs male the reproductive system, then why is it located outside the abdominal cavity? You know why? Because the sperm formation requires a lower temperature than the normal body temperature. So testis also produces a hormone called testosterone. What is the use of testosterone? It is a male reproductive hormone which regulates the formation of the sperm cells and also responsible for the development of secondary characteristics during puberty. Sperm cells that are produced in the testes need some support of fluid secretions to get delivered into the female reproductive system. Which organ produces those secretions? The prostate gland and the seminal vesicle. These secrete certain fluid secretions that provides nutrients to the sperm cells. Now, let's see the journey of the sperm cells. Sperm cells are formed in the testes and then will travel through a tube called vas deferens, and all the way they are joined in the fluid together with the secretions from prostate gland and seminal vesicles. The vas deferens is a common duct for both sperm cells and the urine. It is also connected to the urinary bladder. The sperm cell are tiny bodies that consist mainly of genetic material and a long tail that helps them to move towards the female genital organ and germ cell. How are these sperm cells deposited in the female reproductive system? These sperm cells from the vas deferens enter a duct called urethra, which is surrounded and supported by a muscular organ called penis. Penis is an organ that also contains the last part of the urethra that serves as a pathway to deposit the sperms in the female reproductive system when it becomes hard and erect during the time of sexual intercourse.
Good afternoon. You have your schedule today. Mr. and Mrs. Gonzalez. Alright, for a moment, sir. 36.8. Please. Can you please wait over there? 36.5.
Thank you.
I will just call Dr. Hannah for a while. Can you please wait for a moment?
Thank you.
Wow. Good morning.
Good morning po.
Morning, Doc. You are referred by your previous patients, Rodney and Ariana Formoso.
Yes, Doc, we actually heard that you were unable to hear. Please take care of my wife and I'm your first seeing as this is your first pregnancy.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Gonzalez. I'll make sure to take care of your wife and the baby. So, Mrs. Gonzalez, may I ask, when was your last menstrual period?
My last period happened on March, then I got delayed this April. So I took a pregnancy test and we're delighted that it is positive since me and my husband are trying to conceive a baby already.
Wow, so congratulations to both of you. The reason why I wanted to know your LFP is to explain the normal menstrual cycle. So, this is the normal physiology of the menstrual cycle.
Menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle is unique to women. Women between the age of 12 and 50 undergo a monthly cycle in which their uterus prepares for pregnancy. It prepares for a fertilized egg to settle and grow into a baby. If pregnancy does not occur, the lining breaks down and is expelled from the uterus. This is known as the menstruation. The menstrual cycle is usually last about 28 days. During this period, women would undergo drastic hormonal fluctuation as well as physical discomfort such as abdominal cramps, headaches, backaches, and general nausea. The first stage of the cycle is menstruation and occurs if the egg has not been fertilized. This lasts between 3 to 7 days and is more commonly known as the period. Because the egg has not been fertilized, the uterus lining called endometrium is not needed. Hence, it breaks down and is lost through the vaginal canal with some blood. The next stage is known as the ovulation. When a woman is most fertile after menstruation, the lining of the uterus thickens up again in preparation for a fertilized egg, and inside the ovary, a follicle develops about 14 days into the cycle, and the egg is released from the follicle in the ovaries and fertilization could take place. If the egg is fertilized and embeds itself in the thick uterine lining, the lining is not shared and thus menstruation does not occur, and the woman becomes pregnant. If it doesn't manage to embed, and the lining will break down, administration will occur, and the cycle is repeated. The menstrual cycle is controlled by two main hormones, estrogen and the progesterone. Estrogen is produced by the ovaries and cause the uterus lining endometrium to thicken again after the menstruation so that it's ready to receive an embryo. The progesterone is produced by the empty follicle in the ovary. You see how it is produced after the egg has been released, and the drops of the egg does not embed the uterus and of the egg. For the first 6.5 months of pregnancy, the follicle continues to produce. It is in the placenta's form. So estrogen builds up the uterus lining and the progesterone maintains it during the second half of the menstrual cycle. There are two other hormones also involved, the follicle stimulating hormone or FSH and the luteinizing hormone or the LH. Both FSH and LH are secreted by the pituitary gland. FSH causes the egg to mature in the ovary, and it is also stimulates the ovaries to release the estrogen. The estrogen then stops FSH being produced so that the only egg matures in the cycle. LH or luteinizing hormone causes the mature egg to be released from the ovary and stimulates to release the progesterone.
That is the reason why I asked for your LMP. Do you have any more questions?
Doc, how about the any changes during the pregnancy, and can you explain to us what happens during each trimesters?
Yes, Doc, I want to know what to expect so I can help my wife during these stages.
That's a good question. So here I have a picture showing you the changes in hormones during pregnancy.
Doc, how about during lactation? What changes should they expect?
Lactation describes the secretion of milk from the mammary glands and the period of time that a mother lactates to feed her young and during lactation.
Doc, what about this liquid called I saw on Facebook?
Well, that's called colostrum. It is the milk produced from your breast in about 16 weeks of pregnancy until the third day after childbirth. It is loaded with immune, growth, and tissue repair factors. It is also a complex biological fluid which helps in the development of immunity in the newborn. Regardless of the color, colostrum is so precious that lactation experts fondly call it liquid gold. The perfect first food. So colostrum is a superfood tailor-made for newborns' needs.
Wow, thank you, Doc. We learned so much as first-time parents.
Yes, thank you, Doc. Now we know what to expect during the pregnancy.
I will surely take care of my wife during these stages.
You're welcome. And if there's any question, just let me know. Make sure you take care of the baby, and I will see you in 3 months for the scheduled ultrasound.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doc.
You have a very healthy baby, Mr. and Mrs. Gonzalez. So please take a look for the ultrasound result. Here you go.
Thank you, Doc. But I want to know what's happening to the baby inside my own book.
Yes, Doc, so that we have ideas.
Well, this is how it goes.
What happens to your baby inside your womb? Around lasting 40 weeks, human pregnancies are divided into 3 trimesters of 3 months each. Pregnancy begins in the uterus where a sperm cell fertilizes an egg. The fertilized egg, or zygote, divides repeatedly as it travels through the fallopian tube, implanting itself on the uterine wall to form both the embryo and the specialized organ known as the placenta. The placenta will manage the waste and provide key nutrients such as oxygen, hormones via the umbilical cord. The brain will more continue to grow and develop throughout the pregnancy, makes up nearly half of the embryo in these early stages, as the eyes, nose, ears, mouth, along with all major organs, continues to develop in third month. The baby will begin to look more and more human with each passing day. Now, the second trimester lasts for weeks 13 to 27. The fetus will now more than double the size during this time, and soon its movements may be felt by the mother. Hearing first develop around weeks 18, but the fetus will not respond to the sound outside the womb until approximately week 25. Starting the week 28, last until delivery, the third trimester, it is time for the final touches such as the eyelashes, the taste buds, with most major development completement. The fetus will again nearly half a pound a week. To make room for this rapid growth, the mother's internal organs adjust significantly throughout the pregnancy, dropping lower into the pelvis. A fetus typically turns its head down, preparation for the birth. Most bones will have hardened by this time, through the skull will remain relatively soft. Ease the delivery process. Labor is divided into stages, beginning with the dilation of the cervix, resulting in the delivery of both the baby and the placenta. Thank you.
Good day, Doc.
Hi, good day. Welcome back. So, how are you feeling? How's the two of you and how's the little one?
She's been doing great, Doc. No? She's been healthy since the first day, and as you can see, she's really big.
Nice. Okay, so can you hand her over to me so I could take a look? Oh, baby. Sure. Head first. Let's check our. Alright. She looks fine. She looks very good. So here, baby. Right. So okay. So you're doing great as a good parent. So you have to continue doing a good job on your taking care of the little one. So please mind also always remember the vitamins and please follow the time and schedule of your vaccination. Right. So that's for a good protection for the baby. Right. Take good care of taking your baby. Right. Yes, Doc. Okay.
Thank you, Doc.
Okay, you're welcome. Please go back. All right.
Hi.
Hi. What are you guys doing here?
Hello, Yan and Rodney. Just in for our baby.
Congratulations on your first baby. She looks healthy.
Yes, thanks to our doctors and specialists for helping us conceive our baby.
Yeah, they are amazing. Doctors really have good patients.
Yeah, and we thank them for that. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
care.
Oh my god, girls, the series is such a cliffhanger. And by the way, don't you think that the Opa is kinda cute?
What? He's not. He's totally not. You know what? He looks like a quailed egg, a boiled quailed egg with coated orange
God.
butter, deep fried until the butter is crispy. You know what I mean?
That's kinda mean.
Yeah, he looks like a quack quack.
Kinda mean.
Yes, you're right. You know what, girls? Am I the only one noticed? There's a scene when she told Victor, his husband, she is pregnant. You know, his reaction, his vocal is like he's excited, but his reaction is like, wow, another blessing. You know what I mean? Am I the only one noticing? I think there's something wrong or there's something between these two.
That's kinda.
You know what? That's so true. I also feel like the Pedya is the father of Cheese Baby.
Yes.
Good theory.
But you know, what I noticed is I like Rodney's character better because his baby he takes care of it so much, unlike how Victor reacts to the pregnancy of Cheats, so different from how Rodney takes care of his child. Oh well, what's gonna happen? So let's wait for another series.
Yes,
Agree.
so we'll wait for it.
Yeah, I agree with all you guys.
I agree. That's true.
Guys, I'm getting sleepy na. We have class pa tomorrow with Doc Ryan and I need to prepare a heart and take my caffeine to be attentive tomorrow. So, good night, guys.
Good
Yes,
night.
good
Bye.
night,
Bye,
girls.
mean
See you
girls.
again.
Bye-bye.